So what do you feel different between those two shots there, Ryan? Like the push cut and the pull draw there?
Just felt everything. Yeah, that one just felt a bit early on everything.
Did it? Okay.
To be honest, yeah, I knew that I could feel a difference, but I couldn't tell you exactly what.
So that's what we're going to be delving into,
the
feedback you're getting, and develop that awareness. So that you can, regulate it. Just a little bit of the ground, but good. Is that a 7 iron?
Yeah.
Lovely. What a golf shot. So, how did that one feel? What did you do there, do you feel? Any difference between that and the others?
Couldn't tell you.
So that's what we want to work on.
Yeah, exactly, just sort of.
So you can tell me, or really you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
So if you can tell me, it means that you're getting feedback that you recognise.
Good golf shots, I can feel this, I can just feel that, like it sort of hits a certain spot, and then I just know that's when to, couldn't tell you, when it's on like a good day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing I can really tell you.
It just feels right.
Yeah, it just feels right, and you can just, you can actually feel this, like you can, and some days I don't, or even some part of the day you sort of feel it, and then some days you're just swinging and hoping for the best, aren't you? So
yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce some framework so that you've got a process to what you do.
Yeah.
And therefore you're creating feedback loops which help you just recognise what's going on. You're going to have like a program basically, but you're going to be able to adapt the program and develop it as well. To start with, all this squiggly line is that's just your pressure trace. I'm sure you've seen on the videos.
Yeah.
So we've got a pressure point there in the left, that's where you're applying your pressure in the left foot, that's where you're applying your pressure in the right foot. And that's the combined pressure there. We're looking at the journey this pressure takes, but we're looking at the lateral element of it, so side to side.
Yeah.
And we're looking at the rotational. And we're also looking at how much pressure you're applying and when you're doing it. So we can see here how you're moving. You get to the top and you've made a really big turn of the body. If we were to just remove all this, that looks kind of a nice coiled, if you like, backswing. And it is good, your movement's fantastic, but we've not really used much torque.
Yeah.
There's some torque, can you see the white line there? It's rotated a little bit. As you start to swing down,
Yeah.
your pressure shoots forward.
What should it be doing?
It should probably be shifting in the direction you want to go. So if you think about throwing or kicking, hitting, baseball, your pressure's going to be going in the direction you want to move in. Okay. We've got to get the pressure over there as quick as we can, so that we can actually use the ground to push against. When your arms and upper body are free to move, when you provide that braking force from the ground, these can all react.
Yeah.
It's the same as throwing a ball. If you throw a ball with a very rigid arm, even if you use the ground really well, you can't get it through to the ball.
Yeah.
So if the arm's relaxed, you can use all the levers and you can transfer the speed.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at, that pressure needs to move there quick to act on the body. As you load, what we're missing out on again is torque.
Right.
So that white line is horizontal pretty much. We want that to be rotated.
Okay.
All we're doing is giving the body opportunity to move better. The first thing we need to do is work with the club. So I'm just going to grab my club. What I want you to do is just take your golf club for me, just face me.
Yeah.
I just want you to just hold it there with your right hand. Are you naturally right-handed?
Yeah.
And right-footed?
Yeah.
Cool. And all I want you to do is just move it from side to side like that.
Yeah.
So using this part of the golf club, Ryan, use the handle. So from side, like a snake, like that. You can hold the club underneath like that, so it can move underneath your forearms, so you've got space. And let this lead. So this is how we kind of want to be hitting a golf ball there.
Yeah.
So these are all levers. Exactly. It's not even flinched, you see, it's used to it. So you can feel that, exactly, that different feeling.
Yeah, it's just later, isn't it? Yeah.
Much later with the golf club, so look at that, it's like lagged.
Yeah.
So it's like a slingshot. This is the precision we need behind the execution of our movement in golf, without having to tension it to try and control it. That's lovely. Different feeling?
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I want you to make a figure 8 like that with a club head.
Yeah, do it again.
Yes, ready? Out and in, like a big figure 8 with the club head. Awesome. Make a bigger figure 8. Use the handle to make a bigger figure 8. Yes. So this is where this little gizmo comes in. What this does, this is your wrist. A version of it, okay?
Right.
So you've got a bit more movement than this in your wrist, okay? But what it's doing is it's allowing movement in all different directions.
Right.
You're going to sense what the swing weight does relative to your wrist. So we're going to go on the board as well. So we're going to rock the board and swing this. So you can feel how this is reacting.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it's early, and what it feels like to do it later. Just banging the board. See if you can use that wrist more, let it travel that way more before. That's it. That's alright. And again, one sec, just let's let it settle first. So you can get some momentum from the board by rocking the board. There you go. And a later snap. Brilliant, so it can travel. So what we're going to do, we're going to explore this space, because you've been living in this space. We want to explore this space and know, if we want a late release, keep your grip for me, if we want this to come later, that's got to be in that hemisphere.
Yeah.
So then let this go. So we've got to be comfortable moving into that left side with the handle way earlier than that. Don't let the arm swing as far back, because it gives you, so you can use your wrist to throw it back and then snap it forward. And then change. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a whip. Yes. What changes now though is when you bring your club in, just do the same thing with just your right hand right in, back and forth, and feel, bang the board and get the snap with the wrist. That's it. Perfect. Different feeling?
Yeah, definitely. It's like that catapult thing, isn't it?
It's exactly. It's the slingshot.
That's it. That's the feeling that I've never really had.
Because everything's been moving together too much.
Yeah. That's it. That's what it feels like. It's always felt all together.
It's been like a block.
Yeah.
Now both hands on it. So you want to take your normal grip on there, take your grip, and we've got all that wrist action to whip it, you see, to use that. Nice. So you can whip it up on the way back to give you, there we go, that gives you more opportunity to whip it later. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Have a couple of shots for me, see how that feels. Just like that 3/2 swing you've just done, that 3/4 swing. Literally, just like you just said, it feels so easy. It's almost like just flicking.
So just.
It's like snapping the, yeah, just a little snap of the wrist. Just no matter what happens, we're just playing around with it. If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. Brilliant. The ball will tend to probably go right,
Yeah.
because what you've been doing, you've been using this mechanism to square the face.
Yeah.
Now you're not here anymore with the handle rotating, you're here. So this face now is much more open later. Oh, what a shot.
Weird, yeah, it's just
Brilliant.
different flight, so it's not as high anymore, it's just darted.
Awesome, look at that fly. So see where this consistency can start to develop.
Definitely, yeah.
How it's all suddenly tightening up. Look at that. Three shots the same. Oh, what a shot.
Beautiful.
So
Not really used to seeing that either.
go for a bigger swing. Really late hit. Look at that.
Fantastic, that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I say, you've got fantastic movement.
Yeah, no, I think that's more from just watching your videos.
Oh,
actually.
really?
Yeah,
That's
I'd say
awesome.
so, because I weren't, like I never thought about the movement side of things, it just probably was always put just arms kind of thing when you first started.
Yeah. Trying to hit a ball.
It's just like, it's good because you can see it when people are first starting out, like, you just see they're just, it's all arms, but really, you just, yeah.
Trying to hit a ball.
And then
with that.
obviously, if you catch it, it can go. But
Yeah,
it's
of
just-
course. And that's what hooks you. When you do get that shot, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I love this, I want to do it again.
Like, so your body, it sort of recognises, it thinks that's the thing you should be doing, right?
Yeah.
But
So that becomes a habit, because that's how you're training your body. But when you completely recontextualise what it is you're doing, then your movement starts to change. So that was open face.
yeah,
Yeah. Fantastic. So it's switching on this part of the system,
yeah,
as opposed to this just being dead and just setting up there. It's kind of, this is all desensitised. It's all becoming part of the golf club. The club might as well start here. Yeah, let's control it. Whereas here we've got so much movement, and the wrist, it's like darts, snooker. It's like all we're able to attune ourselves to these very fine margins for performance, because this, all our nerve endings are down here. So we want to be using the wrist, feeling it through the hands, and then we can start to apply more force from the body
yeah.
to the system. So this is not where we're going for the power. This is just transferring it through with the finesse and the precision. The body's going to produce the power, and that's where we're going to go now. Just have another shot.